Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Newsflash, asshole! I've been hearing it the entire goddamn time!
Hello and welcome back to the West of Waterford podcast. My name is Josh and there's Brittany, looking very patriotic and
yeah, we already went over that last time.
yeah, I just noticed you're pitching something else there tonight with your t-shirt, and my t-shirt actually was possibly the greatest free speech network on earth, but you know it. If you like this show, you know who they are. So welcome back.
I needed a bit of extra courage tonight, so I wore my captain's hat as well.
I needed no courage, so finally I'm not drinking.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, for me this is a cold run, and for you it's a dry run.
This is.
I'm going into this not having prepared anything. That's usually where I'm most comfortable, and I've prepared something, and I have I'm contributing. But I'm gonna have to kind of wing it more tonight. I have no idea what we're gonna be talking about.
Well, I mean, so follow my lead then.
Yeah,
and follow my lead with the.
Yes, but that's so difficult for me to do.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Anyway, congratulations on your 1 day of sobriety, Josh.
1 day of sobriety. Look at that. Make me sound like a mental case. I mean, come on. I've been sober before in the past. Maybe once, twice. I don't really remember. I've been drinking too much. Yes, no chagalag, I believe is the way we put it.
No chagalag.
No chagalag.
It's the chagalag challenge for the next 2 weeks.
Indeed, for the next 2 weeks. And we've been having a little bit of downtime for the last week, and the reason we say chagalag. I'm also trying to give up smoking, by the way, so if anybody on the camera sees a little something bounce around the side of my mouth there, it's basically a nicotine patch that I'm sucking on for sustenance. So I'm cleaning up my act. I want to go play for the D-backs. That's what I want to do. I have no idea how to play baseball. I throw like a woman, unless it's a football. Anything less than a football, I throw like a stupid limp-wristed dick that I am. But yeah, we had a little bit of downtime because probably, if Carlsberg did Friends, this would be one of the best friends in the world.
Friends was sponsored by Carlsberg?
No.
I don't know what you mean.
It's the old advertising campaign of Carlsberg. If Carlsberg don't do football matches, but if they did, they'd probably be the best football matches in the world. Can't believe I need to explain that context, but then again, I remember Carlsberg is not a thing over here.
It's not a thing over here. It's a Dutch beer, isn't it?
Danish. Oh yeah, let's go drink our Danish beer.
Is there a difference between Dutch and Danish?
Very different, yes.
What is Dutch?
They're the one with the clogs, the windmills, and the dikes.
Oh, that's like the Netherlands, right? You say like Dutch.
Yeah, the Dutch, the Netherlands, Holland.
You
know, red light districts,
Sometimes
weed.
I get that mixed up.
The Danish have the great dogs, also very strange-looking girly girls, and you know, they're probably not too far off of each other, but I think the Danes would...
It's specifically Denmark.
Yeah.
Danish.
Yes, Danish. Dutch Gold comes from Holland, and Carlsberg comes from the Danes. But yeah, so if Carlsberg did Friends, they'd probably be the best friends in the world. Oh, boo.
That wasn't the drink that was sponsoring, though, you.
Yeah, I'm
oh my gosh.
Give me a break. I'm sober tonight. Come on, give me. I'm usually sober enough.
That's not what the week was powered by.
No.
Our friend.
So
are we going to introduce? Introduce him.
Well, he's not here tonight. I mean, I don't know why I'm introducing him.
Introduce your friend.
But I had a very good friend I've known since I was 15 come down and visit us here in the great state of Arizona, Tadhg, and believe it or not, even though it was 6 days off, basically for me, 5.5 days off for me, no rest for the wicked on this one. This was just go. And finally, I actually think I understand what
Fueled by Nitro Budweisers.
Yes, we'll get into that in a minute. But wanted to make a point to you that seeing this state through the eyes of my friend is kind of like what you say, like about you never really appreciated Arizona the way that you do until you came back with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
So I guess I got maybe a little bit jaded, but I mean, you know, going around with Tadhg and yourself, I mean, you were
jaded?
A little jaded, yeah.
What do you mean by that? Are you using that word appropriately?
Yeah, I am using that word appropriately.
You mean like you like before he came, you felt like you were taking it for granted?
No.
Is that in the
Well,
context we're using it?
yes. Before he came, yeah. Because I got to see again Arizona again through new eyes. Because we got out, we got active, we were doing every day was jam packed full of things that we were doing. So I guess that's kind of.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. The reason why you guys were so busy, especially for a few days, was because I was putting together plans because I can't help it. I am from Arizona, so I felt obligated to and I'm proud of the state I live in. So I wanted to give him a good time, and
we had a good time.
And so that's why I put together a few things for you guys, and I was hoping I wasn't being too evasive or interrupting, because I know it was mostly I know it was a balance of.
Had you been dry?
I know it was a balance of.
Had you been dry, a complete dry shite the whole time?
Oh.
It would have been a problem, but actually you were great, and you.
Well, thank you, Josh.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were. I mean, sometimes girls look. It's a failing of your sex. Sometimes girls can bring down guys. They're not fully comfortable being themselves. You're just lucky that myself and Tadhg are very, very okay with being completely ourselves around pretty much anybody. I think he put it brilliantly the other night. He said, "We're the weird ones."
Yeah.
And it's like, and I thought that was a great way of looking at it. It was like we are nuts. We are like, we'll say what's on our minds. Whoever it is, be damned. We don't care.
We were kind of talking about societal norms and just codes in general, like social etiquette in certain situations. And
yeah, but then
he had to establish that, no, we're the weird ones, Josh. You have to realize that. If people aren't aware, Tadhg is from Ireland.
Yes.
He lives in Oregon.
Well, we know from each other since we were 15. I think people might have gotten that from the context. But, yeah.
But here's the thing about that, though. Even since I was very little, I've always been a girl that played with the boys.
This is true.
And I used to think that was going to hinder me from dating and getting married, but it turns out it didn't. But it also means I didn't lose I didn't lose my ability to not hang out with the boys, though.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of credit has to go to you, because you did get us out doing a lot of things, and I
wish the demolition derby was going on. That was the only thing that I had 3 things that I planned.
I'm perfectly fine without it.
And
fine without it.
That one fell through because the event wasn't going on.
But for me, I mean, usually I'm the one, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do that. That seems hard.
It was funny because Tadhg did say the day that Brittany wasn't involved, that's the day we sat on the couch. But you guys kind of needed a day to just
at
relax.
That point. Yeah, we needed a point. We needed a day.
Because Friday was still a chill day, but it was a long day. Saturday was a very long day in the sun.
It began eventfully enough. I nearly got us killed at the intersection there at the freeway.
Oh, don't be too embarrassed about that.
So what happened there was Tadhg was very... because he's never seen me drive before. He's never been in a car with me where I'm driving. He drove back in Ireland, and I'd usually be in his passenger seat. And I made that point to him. I looked over right, and he was sitting there, and I said, I'm more used to seeing you like this. And he was like, oh yeah, because we drive on the other side of the road over there. But we pulled up to the street lights, the traffic lights at the intersection for the freeway, to cross the freeway. And as a lot of you would know, there's one set of lights on one side of the bridge and another set on the other side. And they're not in sync in any way. So we pulled up, and Tadhg kind of looks over the other cars, like, look at that guy over there. And I look over.
Oh, yeah, that's how it happened.
And I look over, and it's just this guy with a beard, just sitting there very placidly, very placid. And I was kind of like, he probably shoots you as soon as he look at you. And I look back. All I saw were the green lights right ahead of me on the other side of the bridge. Yeah. Forgetting above me there's another set of lights. So I start to pull away.
The on-ramp, basically. You're on the underpass.
I was going to cross traffic where they'd be coming off the bridge down the on-ramp onto the freeway.
Yeah.
And it's then I just see a flash of red behind me. I saw red, and it was quite literally, and
I've done the same thing. You lost your focus, then you look back, and then and then you look past the light that's in front of you, because they're so close together.
Yeah, and it's scary. Actually, for me, that was actually kind of scary. That's the first time.
I think you were embarrassed more than anything.
I was embarrassed a little bit, yes. But on the other hand, it's also scary to realize, so that's how quickly your focus can go. That's how quickly it can happen. And it's like, you can get into an accident so easily. Just 1 second, one tiny distraction. Literally, my friend just going, ha, 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 ha.
And
that could have been... if a freaking semi was making a wide turn, there's a good chance I would have hit it. Actually, you know what? Probably a better chance I would. Thankfully, there was no traffic crossing at the time. This is very anticlimactic, I think about it, because there was no traffic crossing. But, just for me, it was kind of like a moment. It doesn't slow me down, though. I still drive like an absolute maniac.
I had a scary thing happen while I was in traffic today.
All right.
I sent the wrong text to the wrong group chat. So don't you hate when you're driving distracts or texting and you do something silly like that?
What the hell were you doing? Where were you? Were you on the freeway?
I was at a stoplight. I was in the
This
middle.
is why I worry about you.
I was in the middle of talking to a group of friends, and then another one of my friends, we broke off and we were having our own separate conversation regarding the group text, and thank goodness I sent something benign.
Benign and a half.
And it wasn't like anything like back talking, but it was so funny. It was a real mess up. Anyway, it
wasn't something like you won't even look at me kind of thing, was it? It wasn't.
No, it was actually you.
Oh, wonderful, great! I know it was very positive then.
We've been invited to a pool party in a couple of weeks on a Saturday, and
with who?
And I'll tell you later. I don't want to say their name on air. But actually, we've mentioned it before, but my friend Miranda and I were talking if we should take you. And I laughed at the fact that he said we, like, and he's a third.
Oh, like I'm a child.
Yeah, like,
Wonderful.
no. She said, oh, like he's the third wheel. And then I go, well,
great.
That's
I'm a lesbian couple's love child.
No.
That's wonderful.
I said he is, and okay.
That's exactly how I want to feel.
Well, you pretty much guessed what I said. I said he pretty much is our challenged son. He's just a boy.
Wonderful.
Our mentally challenged son.
Thank you very much. I'd like to see a mentally challenged. Well, you know what? I'm not going to get into
that. That was a joke we were making about Tadhg the whole time he was here, though, too. And he's the one that was perpetuating it, though. We're walking down downtown Phoenix.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, I mean, look.
My name's Tadhg.
That was one of the best things because on the third day, we went tubing on the Salt River.
I just remembered.
And every time we went tubing on the Salt River, and every single time we passed somebody, like pretty girls or something, Tadhg would literally be like, "Hi, I'm Tadhg." It was just really funny.
No, yeah, there's a couple. It was more like when we were bumping into like big groups that were like holding together, like in the stagnant.
That's right. Yeah.
When we were in the really still parts of the river where it was basically placid.
That's what he said. It was his favorite thing.
And then he said, and then he would just be like, "Hi, my name's Tadhg." Wait, can I just say, "Hi, my name's Tadhg."
The two of us.
I like to walk. No, I don't actually.
Yeah.
I like to walk. No, I don't actually.
Brilliant.
So weird.
It was just the two of us looking. I was like, oh, God.
I don't know if that was reference something or it was just completely random.
I was expecting some girl
funny.
just to go to him. Oh, hi, little fella. Did you lose your parents?
He just looks like a big, grotesque toddler. Do you not have pictures to show everybody?
No. We'll keep using the pseudonym we're using at the moment for him.
Oh, yeah. You winked on camera, you moron.
Look, nobody can pronounce his name. Your dad had a hard time pronouncing his name.
Well, that's because my parents
Tig, Tad, Toodly-Doo.
And he has a good way of describing it. It's tiger without saying the
It is. Speaking of your dad, we went shooting and Tadhg and your father seem to get along better than I and he have ever seemed to get along. But that's because Tadhg is avid into hunting. Mm-hmm. And we went shooting. That was actually...
And Tadhg is good with parents. He already established that before.
That's fair.
He's the kind of guy he might have.
We're talking him up, and I wish he was here.
He definitely has his.
I wish he was here. Just generally.
He definitely has something about his. And I might have pegged him wrong. I pegged him.
Why are you pegging him?
No, I might have. He is the kind of person that I know. Maybe when he was a little less immature, he would have taken a lot more.
Less immature?
Yeah.
You mean less mature?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Less mature. Sorry, it's been a long day. Maybe when he was more immature, I was blending those two things, and younger. That he's the kind of person that takes some enjoyment out of making people uncomfortable.
Yeah. I mean, we went. Myself and him went into Nord.
He knows when to do it.
Well, we went into Nordstrom when you went to visit the chiropractor. We walked into Nordstrom, and the second we walked in the door, he immediately held my hand.
Yeah.
And was like, "What do you think, dear? And I was like, get off of me. Because I was literally,
So he only makes you uncomfortable.
oh,
really.
he loves it. Oh, boy, does he make me uncomfortable. He can just do it, and then he just says to the guy who's at the door, like, doling out masks, we're having a little lover's tiff.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
And
so
the guy just goes, that's funny, guys. And I'm like, oh, no.
Tadhg is a wild man. He's
Funny.
He's
not wild.
He's a big fat party animal, including the Hawaiian shirt that he was
Why
wearing.
would you do that to him?
Well, there's nothing wrong with saying big fat party animal.
I mean, it's the only type of person who can actually wear that
Including
shirt.
a Hawaiian shirt. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, oh yeah,
That he got at Walmart.
at one point, what was this? We were wearing the same style
Is
shirt.
this entertaining to anybody to listen to? I don't know.
I thought it was brilliant. We were both wearing the same kind of bowling jersey, and it was like we're like the two fat Charlie Sheens.
Oh
It was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like fat and fatter, and I was like, oh
Were
god,
you also
we
wearing
are.
a George, or as I like to say,
Yeah.
Jorge from Walmart?
Jorge, yeah. Speaking of getting fat and drunk, Nitro beer, he introduced us to that. I don't know if anybody's out there has. I want to recommend this to everybody. Budweiser Gold Reserve Nitro. That shit is absolutely 100% the smoothest beer I've ever had. I loved it. That is the best thing I can say about it. I actually adored it, and we just went through so many of them. What did you think of them? I wasn't sure. Like, I mean, I see this can. You have to tip it 3 times because it's nitro, and then you pour it in. I've never seen anything like this. Is like witchcraft
What did
to
you
me.
just ask me?
What did you think of it? The nitro.
What did you just ask me?
I said, what did you think of? Oh yeah. It's not like any. That's
I thought it looked cool, and it was a nice color.
all right. Good point.
And I thought it was fun that you poured it like a beer, like someone who doesn't know how to pour a beer. And how that tricked one of your friends one night because
Oh
they got
Jesus,
confused.
Luke. Yeah, he.
So you're supposed to take the can and you shake it 2, 3. There's like something that like activates it in the top of the can. I've kind of seen the design before. Then you can crack it open and you're supposed to pour hard.
Yes.
Which I'm pretty sure whatever went into Tadhg also came out of Tadhg into her toilet the next day though.
Look, he wasn't the only one.
hard pour.
He wasn't the only one. I
Well,
was a hard pour too. We were all hard pouring.
All I
think.
know is that our toilet and the Tony cat are very grateful that he's gone.
The cat. Oh, it was great. He went into the kitchen at one point. He was like, "I'm gonna make a cup of coffee," and he goes into the kitchen, and I literally just hear, "Oh, you fucking cat!" And I was like, "What? What did she do now?" She hissed at me. I thought she had a diamond back in the kitchen, and I was like, "Wait, what?" He wasn't looking at the cat. He didn't know the cat was there, and he literally just goes into the kitchen, and all he hears is.
Well,
This
yeah,
cat
because he
never-
backed her into the corner.
Yeah, this
Where
cat.
she was eating. Because she eats in the little kitchen area, so she had nowhere to go.
This cat is never bothered by anybody except a dog, and now for some reason Tadhg.
Because I'm telling you, I think she didn't know what he was. Because she's never seen anybody that looks like him before. Because he has so much hair on his face.
Lot of
I think
facial
she
hair.
might have thought that he was like an animal, another animal or
Maybe,
bear or something.
maybe.
She did not like him.
She liked him, but she didn't.
No.
She kept her
Okay,
distance. She kept her distance.
Kept her distance to the point that the first night that Tadhg was here, bless his heart, he was on an air mattress in the living room because I did have to work the next day. And
By the way,
it was one of those that had gone past its shelf life. You know how it goes with air mattresses. They're
Micro
great
hole
when
in it
they
somewhere.
work, but when they don't work, it's a nightmare.
oh, you wake up looking like a ruler. Somebody just went.
We've been on an air mattress at my parents' house that has done that, where we ended up we're all folded into the middle,
Yeah.
on top of each other, like.
A very uncomfortable feeling, yeah. Being snuggled with your wife, yes, a very, very uncomfortable feeling.
No, she avoided him. Oh boy, did she avoid him, because where we did have him, there was enough. Realistically, there was enough room for her to get past the air mattress and
Yeah.
go to her litter box.
She
But
wasn't
she
interested.
thought she wasn't. She did not want to get that close to him. So she, bless her heart, was telling me all morning while I was in here working in the office. And I'm like, and I even go and I check. I'm like, you have food. You have food. And then she comes in here and we have just a little like storage box. There you go. That's it.
This.
That's the one. and she proceeds to sit in it. And I'm like, oh, cute, she's sitting in the box. And then she starts to pee because she wasn't telling me that she was hungry. She was telling me that she had to go to the bathroom. So I like have to interrupt. So yeah, it was horrible. So the thing about that is like it's like water wicking. So like it didn't like absorb anything and didn't get into the carpet.
By the way, I think she might have been partying like this afterwards. She was just like, putty in the box, kitty in the box.
Bouncing cats and bouncing cats and bouncing.
She pissed all over my XLL cords.
Yeah, there were some cords in there, and it was horrendous. And then I didn't want to risk her having to use the bathroom again, so I had to interrupt Tadhg and grab that.
Yeah.
But he was already up because he had to have his thumb on the inflate button like a morphine drop.
Oh yeah.
I'm in so much pain.
Oh.
Nah. He was in real pain because it's terrible on your back when it's deflated.
Well, I walked past him in the morning because I worked a half day that day, so I walked past him about 7 in the morning, and yeah, he didn't look comfortable. I was thinking he was kind of contorted looking, and I was like, do I wake him up? Is the air mattress going? I didn't know what, but apparently you came out at one point. He was just sitting there like bed goes up, bed goes down, bed goes up, bed goes down.
Poor guy. I tried to make it comfortable, but
hey, look, we fixed it in the end.
I'm
He
sure
was very comfortable.
I'm sure he's fell asleep on worse things.
But yeah, I mean, the tubing on the river was definitely his highlighted trip. I have to say, it was one of the highlights. I love the shooting, and I think the reason I really liked the shooting this time around is because I was so comfortable with the gun.
Yeah.
For the first time, that's
the first time shooting since the course, right?
Yeah, but you remember, like at one point, I was quite literally, you got another magazine, and you were like, oh yeah, and I just walked over, picked the pistol off the table, got it all ready by myself, kind of thing, and I just didn't even think about it. I was just like, I am 100% comfortable with this.
Good.
Yeah, it was a really good feeling. Like, I mean, that thing that your father was shooting, the competition rifle, not the 22, the 9mm, what was it, modified AR or something, of some kind.
Oh, it was called a pistol carbine rifle.
Pistol carbine rifle. That thing...
No, that's not it either. A pistol carbine. And it's basically a modified 9mm, but it looks like a rifle, like an AR.
So it's a modified pistol kind of mechanism.
9mm.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the thing was beautiful to shoot. So little recoil.
Pistol carbine?
I don't know what you're talking
Can't
about.
remember what it was.
It's beautiful. That's all I know. No recoil, accurate as be damned. I mean, the scope helped. The laser sighting on the scope really helped. But that was the first time I've really, really enjoyed firing a rifle. I was having a blast, literally a blast with that thing. I was just having, and I was just, I was like, bop, 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 bop. I was...
And that's why if you really know you need to defend yourself, when you know you need to defend yourself in a situation
it finally
where
makes
you
sense
can
to me.
carry a rifle, that's what you grab.
That's it. Finally, firing that rifle actually made sense to me.
Shooting a pistol is challenging. That's why it's a sport, because it actually takes like a significant amount of training. Like it is challenging.
I hope we got a good picture though from our final day where we went up the mountain, up South Mountain.
I got a picture of the two of you, but I mean it's on his camera, so you have to send it to us.
We'll have to get those. But I mean, of course, you and he had to go. Look. It's like a Chuck Walla.
Yeah.
You actually had a Brady Bogan moment. Look! Yes, it's a lizard. Look! Okay, it's a lizard. Can you get a photo of it from down? Look at the lizard! Up the mountain you go, leaving me standing down there like a gobshite. I'm just standing. It's like, I would actually like to maybe, we don't have very long. We have to meet a Chinaman for lunch. Well, we did. We went to a Chinese restaurant afterwards. Let me tell you about that in a minute. But, no, I mean, I wanted to go maybe...
That's what I think of that statement.
Whatever. I don't care. I wanted to go up a hill and see the cityscape of the whole entire range.
Yeah, we didn't go very far down the trail because we did something that was kind of wrong because we did go off the trail, and that's kind of destructive to the environment. You're encouraged not to blaze the trail. But,
Look! Look!
What are you doing?
Look at it. Yeah, it's a lizard. Look. Yeah, that's a rock. Look.
I got a sincere question
You
for
were
you.
just annoying because you left me down there for
Yeah,
nearly
no,
25
I got a sincere
minutes.
question for you. Do you think that's funny, what you were just doing?
I do. And so did they, sort
Please
of.
don't ever.
Look.
Oh my God, stop.
You laughed. But
It'd
no,
be funny if it was like.
I wanted to go up a hill, look at the
Possibly.
valley, and then we made it to the first cactus. We said, "Look, cactus." Yes,
Can you
we
please
see him all the time.
Stop this voice.
Look, there's another one over there.
I'm literally gonna walk out. Oh my God, stop! Literally stop.
Oh, shut up. But that was my first time at South Mountain, and you ruined it for me in some ways. Now I know it was all about him going out and getting the photographs for his wife, of which you
That's
actually
a trail on South Mountain I've never done. We can go back again.
Well, okay, we can go back again. I'd like to. I got caught up watching the airplanes pass over. It was like,
and it was
oh, look
focused.
at that! Oh, another one. Are they back yet?
Okay, stop here with your pantomiming
Oh no, they're
shit.
still up. They're still halfway up a mountain looking for a lizard. You.
We were getting pictures up there too, and we also
Infuriated.
might have rolled around a little bit. And
All right, I knew that was going to
kicked
happen.
our.
Hey, like it's not. Look, he didn't. He didn't make
We
it
might have
half
kicked
clear.
our boots up in the dusty desert.
He kept telling me he was going to have sex with me. I relented because I'm a pretty lady, and I will not be subjected to such.
Are you talking about yourself?
Yes.
You're a pretty lady and Tadhg wanted to have sex with you? There were a lot of like sex
Very blue jokes.
jokes, a lot of shit
jokes.
stories.
Shit stories. They were hilarious.
And some
Well,
fat jokes. My favorite fat joke wasn't from us though. It was from the guy who was pulling Tadhg from the back of his kayak because he got separated from the group, so I guess he helped us out and so he could get caught up. And I don't think the man in the kayak saw him.
No.
So
he
started-
must have seen him. He must
No,
have seen
I
him.
don't know if he really saw him because the reason why I say that, or he didn't get a good look at him because he's pulling it and he comes up to us. It's like, thank you so much for bringing him back to us. And he was like, eat a salad next time. And then so Tadhg gets in front of him and then he looks. He's like, I was right. Eat a salad next time.
He's not that big, folks. Trust me. We've seen bigger. I think we saw bigger on the river, in fairness. Although I did love where he was kind of floating off by himself. He was just kind of taking in the scenery.
He was so in his element.
Yeah, he was. He looked really peaceful. He was just looking at the scenery. And Brittany, like almost nearly this tone of voice, quite literally just goes, "He's quite a specimen."
I'd say is quite a specimen, isn't he?
Quite a specimen, isn't he? Very quietly. Immediately, Tadhg was about 30 yards away from him. Just looks over. Big thumbs up. And he was like, "How did he hear that?" His hearing is amazing. He's got the hearing of a wildcat.
No, it was just how my voice carried in the bit of it's kind
Water.
of a canyon and the water.
No water. Sound travels very well across
Yeah,
water.
it was a quiet part of the river.
But we went for lunch then
He
with
was checking out
Dee.
but no, one thing he was checking
Oh.
out the. I like that he was checking out the girls and the guys because there's one scene where we go past these.
He was
two
checking
fellas.
out everything.
He was going past these two fellas that have like abs and stuff, 6-pack abs, and he's like, "How come I don't look like you?
Why don't I look like you?" Well,
Why don't I look like you?"
hard work, harder than any of us.
Ooh, but okay.
There's a reason they look like that. They've earned that.
We
don't want to earn that. We're not that. Well, we're probably not that hard up for it.
We did see where some of our tax money goes to, that big fan boat that the sheriff department has.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. The fan boat was something.
Sorry,
another
excuse
highlight.
me.
I think you could hear it for a mile away, and they pilot that thing so effortlessly. It was very cool. I was
And
not
I'm like,
expecting to see that.
there's no way they're not having a good time. People waved at them when they were going past because they had their.
And they're just like, I mean, I'm
I
surprised.
don't think they didn't respond back.
No, they did. They were waving as well. Yeah.
I thought they
They
were.
did wave.
I thought they were not waving.
They were
I thought
having-
they were trying to be like
Kidding
a.
me? That's the best
a
job in the
soldier
world.
out front of Buckingham Palace or something and not react to the
No.
commoners.
No. They were-
Anyway.
but no, we after the mountain and the look. After that, we went for lunch with Dee, who's been on this show before, and he decided, it's time for traditional Chinese meal, and it was like, I am the most
You just sound like the guy from Emotion on the GTA radio.
So I sounded more kind of Hispanic than Chinese?
Yes.
Well, I don't want to go over the top Chinese about it.
Okay, well, how about you just not do anything racial? I'm going to show you a fine dining experience.
There you go.
2 Coke coming up.
Mini Coke. But Dee brought us out for a traditional Chinese lunch.
Tadhg was like, "Can I get a Gatorade?"
Oh God!
And I was like, she's like, "What?" And he's like, "Gatorade."
Who's gay?
And I was like, "We're at like a restaurant. Not like they're gonna have fountain drinks with like."
Yeah. Oh, it was very funny.
It was water and tea, and they did have cans of Coke.
But like, I'm an incredibly unadventurous eater. I'm fine with that.
Sure.
I'm
You're just
good.
not very adventurous person at all.
I'm okay with not being an adventurous eater, or even that adventurous. I would like to live.
You've been better though. You're better.
Better. But Dee just ordered this like literal round table. How many plates were there?
I think we had like 7 plates.
I think there was close to 9 actually. I think it was 9 in the end. 9 plates of just this food, and I was just looking at it like, oh. So what did I get? I'll have the chicken fried rice, please. That'll work for me. Thank you.
And it was off the American Chinese.
Off the American Chinese
menu that
menu.
was separate.
I'll get Uncle Wong's chicken fried rice, please.
I really
girl.
do want to.
It's kind of what it was for
And
me.
I love my favorite thing on there, on the regular menu was pork intestines, crossed out intestines, and put ribs. Because there were other intestine dishes, so it was truly just a typo.
Oh,
but it was
disgusting.
But it just was funny to an American to be like,
Nope.
"You're gonna try and convince me that that's ribs now? No, thank you.
What'd you go all Jewish there? You're gonna try to convince me these are all
You're
ribs?
gonna try and convince me that that's not intestine.
Hey,
What
no,
are
we don't.
you thinking?
We don't eat anything but it's pork.
You can't
Not at
pull
all.
the wool over my eyes, buddy." I don't know what that was.
But I don't know where you went with that.
Laddie.
Ladybug.
You can't pull the wool over my eyes, laddie.
I can't pull them over my
Oh
eyes.
yeah, that's what I kept on saying.
You can shear the sheep, but you can't pull the wool.
I kept on saying that on the raft too. We had to kind of move where we were to get out of a situation, get into a heavier stream or whatever, and I'm like, or avoid hitting
The
the
heaviest
wall.
stream that day on the river, by the way, was me just peeing all the time.
No, me too.
I
It was
was
wonderful.
just
I have a
peeing.
UTI now, but
There
it's
was
great.
there was one point where I just within maybe a 5-minute period, I peed 3 times, 3 separate occasions, and I was just like,
All right, it was great.
the river was
That's
full
what I
of
was
marshmallows
saying.
and
That's what I was
piss.
saying when we got out. That I was like, I now have to remember that I'm not in a space where I can pee freely.
I pee freely.
But no, when we were almost hitting the walls and stuff, or hitting the edges of the riverbank, I was like trying to help you guys navigate out too, trying to help each other. And I was like, if you could change your fate,
Oh, would you?
would ya?
Oh, and by the way, she swims against a current coming after like a torpedo that went after the Lusitania. Myself and Tadhg, on the other hand,
And then
we had to be towed out.
I'm swimming with the cooler. I'm putting
you're
the
pushing a
cooler
cooler
tube
like
with
a-
my head, and I'm paddling like this on my.
I married a
on my
seal.
tube.
I
And then
married an actual seal. I married a seal.
I literally get like, 500 yards away from you guys. I actually lost you guys around the bend. I
did.
couldn't see you, and then all of a sudden they come and you guys are attached like barnacles to this other group.
Yeah.
That I thought had a bag of wine,
Well, we had to pull
but it
them.
was a bag of sweet tea
Well,
with hard sweet tea.
They pulled, and I kicked at the far end. So basically, it was kind of a team effort. Got us out of there. They gave me a beer first, which Tadhg promptly half drank. And gave the other half.
You had to help. So you helped them.
We helped each other.
I just thought you guys were socializing, and that's
No. We were literally helping because whatever happens there, the river literally, like the current,
It was kind of going
pushes
in two
into a
different
circle
weird
and then,
directions.
it's coming down the main channel and then it pushes out to the sides and comes back. So it's kind of like a wallow, I guess. And trying to swim like downstream, impossible because it's coming back at you and pushing you. At one point, I stopped. I was like, I'm going the wrong way. I am literally going the wrong way.
I'm going backwards.
I'm going backwards. So I had to stop and actually swim backwards, latch onto this train, and then like a train of humanity, and just kick for like myself and Tadhg were. Well, he was. I don't think he was kicking. He was kind of like the guy push. push. Meanwhile, I'm kicking. I'm
No, when you
turning up
when
more
you, and
water
when you
than a-
guys finally caught
than a
up to
blade.
me, when you guys finally caught up to me, I hooked my foot on the loop of the cooler and pulled you guys like a little train, and then like people were watching me because I was like,
I was kicking.
and I was literally, but I was we were moving.
I know. I was kicking. You were pushing, and Tadhg was just again linking the chain. I know.
Pulling.
I know. I was pushing. We worked in tandem.
Yeah, but
Tadhg again was like our big.
Everybody thought I was a stud. And I did that with a broken back, basically.
You probably hurt your back more.
No, some activities are okay for it.
So we had our final lunch with Dee and his friend Luke, and just an absolute ton of food. Me and my chicken fried rice. It was all right.
I love. My favorite thing was because we had the big lazy Susan there, and you took the plate off that you ordered for the fried rice.
Yeah, for me.
And then
Dee.
And then Dee was just like. Then Dee was just like. And then Dee was like, "Motherfucker, put that back on the table." And then he said something in Chinese. He's like,
"What the cow?"
He's like, "Don't yai."
Yeah. I was like,
I'm literally. I'm sorry. That was dumb for me to like say a Chinese sounding word.
It's all right. He did it. He'd laugh,
but he's
and
like,
he'd probably correct you.
He's like, it's basically like idiota. Like,
if you have any problems with the apparent racial humor, towards our friend Dee would tell you to get a life, get your nose out of other people's business, and then he probably shouts something in Cantonese at you. Or is it Mandarin? I don't know.
tried pig's feet for the first
It's
time.
all silly talk, isn't it?
I tried pig's feet for the first time. That was quite good.
Ew. I was never.
That's like
I was never so turned off watching you eat Chinese food. It was unbelievable. And look,
wait, so you were that? Is that why you were sitting there going like this?
Well, also, like, I mean, it's just an unsexy bunch, apart from Luke, sitting there and eating.
You love him.
You love him. We all loved him. Tadhg loved him. They got on so well. Dee, Luke, and Tadhg got on like a house on fire. Luke, yeah.
Yeah.
What? That's his name. Part of his name. So yeah, that was. I mean, he went home then later that day. I actually came home, and I was quite literally like, it's too quiet. And now the cat's got her swagger back. She's like, I'm gonna pee in a box.
And I'm
Not
gonna
the
be
kitty
able,
cat box. No.
I'm gonna be able to cover it up this time. Because that's my favorite thing is when regardless of where a cat pees, they still try and like phantom like kitty litter, like trying to like cover it up.
Fucking cats, Jesus Christ. Ugh. But yeah, no, it was.
Have you ever noticed too?
It was
that,
a little
like,
sad, actually.
Yeah, it is sad. Never mind. I just had a random thought.
You just had a random thought?
No, I was just saying. Have you noticed that since we've had Luke's dog Melinda in the back there, where we let her shit on our astro trip, that there's been all these flies that haven't gone away?
Ugh. We didn't let her. She just wouldn't go while she was walking.
She just didn't know to go when she was walking because she has a backyard to go in.
But yeah, that was our little visit with my very dear friend.
Sex, shit, and fat and chug-a-lug.
There was a lot more, but we won't get into it now because we don't have time.
Honestly, planning around that eating schedule of that man was difficult.
I'm not complaining. We got some pizza bianco at the end of it. I was very...
And that wasn't even planned, really.
It wasn't.
But I kept on talking about it, and then we were there, and it was like open, and we're like, hey, maybe we should. And I like it because their dishes are not massive, so you never feel like an absolute like turd when you walk out of it.
He was very pleased with that. We ate at Hooters
for the first time too. We didn't talk about that.
Oh, we ate at Hooters for the first time.
Yeah, don't talk about that stuff. That's too much. That's stupid.
Thank you, Hooters, for
food. Not bad.
Food not bad.
There were there were like 3 children's birthday parties going on there.
Remember that kid? He was up on the table.
Yeah, there were like 3 kids' birthdays party because on Wednesdays kids eat free.
It wasn't Wednesday.
Oh,
it was Saturday. Wow, you got that wrong.
Saturday, kids eat free or whatever, and then there's also some birthdays going on. It was so weird. But then I figured
there were so many kids in Hooters, and it was quite literally a case of like.
Yeah, but okay, back in the 70s and 80s, maybe Hooters was kind of like kind of scandalous. But now, like, you literally go anywhere else, and the girls are dressed that way.
It's family friendly. Bring your kids down. Look at our waiters' tits.
Daddy gets a chance to look at the waiter's tits.
Daddy gets a blowjob in the bathroom from a strange man. Oh! I forgot.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah,
I
I walked into a bathroom in Papago Park.
The first day that Tadhg was here.
First day Tadhg was here. I walked into a bathroom in Papago Park. I went in. I had sunglasses on. I know it's dark in the bathroom, and I saw a pair of shoes under the stall, and I thought these shoes look a little effeminate. So I kind of I go to take my glasses off, fix the vision, and then I noticed there's the urinal, and I'm like, oh, it's a men's bathroom. So the lad's out of the pants. I'm starting to drain, and then I see the shoes make a turn, and then I hear this: "Make that ass see heaven. Make that ass see heaven."
Make that ass see heaven?
Something like that. I'm not sure.
Make me see heaven?
No, I'm gonna make that ass see heaven or something. I was like, gonna take that ass. Yeah, take that ass. Take that ass. And then I see like Godzilla's spikes above the ocean. These frosted tips just above.
Guy Fieri.
Just Guy Fieri.
Welcome to Flavor Town.
Fucking Guy Fieri. There's frosted tips like Godzilla breaching just over the top of the. Shut up! Over the top of the stall. And I run the fuck out of there because I hear. Make that ass see heaven. Make my ass see heaven. Sounded like
it's
Al Gore.
That
just troubles me. Man bear pigs in my ass. And it was just, oh, Tepper. It was just horrifying. I ran. You punched me because you didn't believe what I said. You punched me. You were like, that's not true. And you hit me with a right hook. And I was like, I was out of breath from running across a desert, basically. To get back, it's like, there's two guys fucking in that bathroom up there. No, there's not. Ow. I'm out of breath and you punched me in the chest. You two took so long to walk because they decided we're going to go back and check it out. You two ambled so slowly. Unbelievably slowly.
We didn't want to run into them.
No, but walk with a little bit of purpose. You want to see two guys fucking, don't you? You walk with a little bit of purpose. You two ambled like you were an old couple out for a walk. I thought like, oh great,
my gosh,
they're going to be gone.
You tell the story so exaggerated.
They were. I thought they were gone. I thought they were going to be gone. Oh, it's not amusing to you, but to other people it might be amusing. How about you just stop? I thought they were going to be gone by the time you guys got there, and
we didn't want to
thankfully,
go. We didn't want to. We wanted to see if there really were two guys up there, and then we kind of make our own. Deduction.
Well, what was your own deduction there, Sherlock?
They were druggies, and it was a gay hookup spot. They were in the wrong space for it to be the gay hookup spot. And the worst part was, or the best part, depending on what your sense of humor is, was when we were driving away. That I swear a troop of Girl Scouts with their scout leaders were heading towards that bathroom.
They were.
Yeah.
100% they were, and. God bless those little girls.
And I was like, should we tell them? No. We were kind of too far away. We had to literally get out of the car, pull off to the side, and I would have had to ran to them.
Yeah.
And then who would have looked more like the weirdo?
Look out! Rapists! Not rapists. Sexual deviancy! I don't know what you're going to shout from the car. You would have had to run over to him and have, teacher, can I have a word with you? Or mom, or whoever it is. God bless those girls. I can't imagine the horrors that possibly they walked up upon. Thankfully, it was in the men's bathroom. They might not have come out, but if they heard anything... Yeah, but
the doors are open. Like, there's no doors on the front of those bathrooms.
Just ew. Just ew.
Not you to gay sex, just you two.
Except those two.
Doing it in a bathroom and being like a possibly homeless, vagrant druggie.
It was pretty disturbing, but that was our week with Tadhg, and I got to witness some poontang.
Wait, what did I
horrible poontang.
What did I sum up that day as? Oh, I remember. It was bullets, bathroom sex, and barbecue. Because we went and got bullets.
Those were two different days.
No.
Oh, right.
We went and got the bullets.
That's right.
went to Hole
That's
in the
right.
Rock, and you guys are making jokes about glory holes
yeah,
in the process.
Hole in the
cock.
rock and glory hole in the cock, or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
And then
There was no glory hole, by the way.
yeah, and then we
Just
ended it
horror.
with barbecue at Joe's. So bullets, bathroom sex, and barbecue.
I could talk for nearly days about this trip. It was so much fun. And Tadhg, if you're listening, my brother, I love you so much. We are making this a yearly thing. I'm going to go up to Oregon next to see him. Hopefully he'll get down here. Hopefully we can do a midway thing and go to Vegas. Apparently he has free. He's going to get free rooms in Vegas or something.
Oh wow.
It's not far for us. We can do it. But dude, loved it. And thank you, Britt, for actually setting up a lot of that stuff. That was a lot of fun. It was great. I enjoyed every single moment of it, honestly. So now we are going to move on to some other pressing issues. In fact, I believe we call this something with pressing in it. And if I could work the damn machine. Oh, there it is. This is Pressing the Presses. Of course, kind of your weekly news update about all things that are going on in the world. And no, I don't have anything on the TV. I know you're just looking at the cat, though. So this is just kind of just some interesting things have been in the news over the last couple of days. Nothing really, really hugely new. I'm sure a lot of the world already knows about this. Bill and Melinda Gates are divorcing after 27 years of marriage. Wow, wait. Whoa, there's a lot of electronics in here. Don't do that. Oh, my God.
I don't know how to do an actual spit take.
Ugh. Very good. So, Bill and Melinda are
But
divorcing.
what will happen to their wonderful, wonderful foundation?
I don't know. It'll crumble. Hey-oh! No. The weird thing is that Bill apparently had a girlfriend the whole way through the marriage. His ex-girlfriend, who he'd just go off every year with and just like take a trip. You got to clean that up. God damn right, you got to clean that up. But he would just jet off with his girlfriend, just Melinda. He'd just be,
an ex-girlfriend or
yeah, his ex-girlfriend. He would just jet off with her every year for a weekend of like, I imagine nerdy humping.
Melinda, I gotta go with my girlfriend to the Barbados Islands.
I don't know what Bill Gates even sounds like. That's what he sounds like in my head.
That's
what he sounds like to me. He just sounds like a blithering nerdy idiot. Although I know he's clearly not an idiot. He's a very rich man and has earned it. But what do you think that? Do you think she's going to become one of the richest women in the world now? Kind of like Bezos' wife became literally overnight after their divorce the richest woman on the planet, or at least one of them. Do you think she'll? Do you think there was a prenup there? I don't actually know if there was.
What's a prenup?
A prenuptial agreement.
Like, don't gain 10 pounds or I'll leave you.
Some people do have those weird prenups, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
they really do. I should have signed one for that for you. You could have left me. You could have left me 20 pounds ago. Boo. Ugh. But yeah.
Gain 10 pounds, give me $10,000, and I'm
But
leaving.
on the other hand, now that Bill's single and Melinda's single, think about some eligible bachelors. Because let's face it, no schlub is going to be going. Like Bill Gates isn't going to date some schlub he meets in the bar.
Bill Gates. Build gates.
Build gates. Build gated communities today. No, Bill Gates is not going to like date some schlub. Neither is Melinda. So I'm thinking like, who are the power couples now that are single? Queen Elizabeth is single currently. Who do you think would be better, Bill or Melinda with Queen Elizabeth? What do you think? Who would you prefer to see together? I'm asking you a question. The hell is that?
I want Melinda and Kanye.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. That's fair. Why?
And Bill and Kim Kardashian.
Do you know what I see? I want to see Melinda and Queen Elizabeth get together. Commence with the snippy. Oh, I would pay for a video of that. That would be hilarious. Just imagine Queen Elizabeth saying, commence with the snippy, because she doesn't know, scissoring. Snippy.
I'm laughing for all the wrong reasons.
I am laughing at every reason.
And you keep farting over there.
Here's another one for you. Washington, D.C. has banned dancing at funerals.
As what?
Washington, D.C. has banned dancing at funerals. Or funerals.
I'll dance and spit on your grave.
Whoops.
To be honest, it is a poor thing to dance at a funeral.
Guy just shows up at a funeral. Yeah! Let's get this started.
Who are you?
Just, oh, boy.
I
Awkward
believe,
moments. Weddings. I meant weddings. Dancing at funerals. Dancing on your grave, literally.
I believe Bob Fosse did dance at one of his friends' funerals, though.
It's Bob Fosse.
Yeah.
It's not the drunk chick. You know, I was going to say the bridesmaids at the funeral.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
I'm getting my ceremonies
Okay,
mixed up.
if you've this makes me think of a really funny episode of a TV show that didn't really become that popular called Idiot Sitter. And there's a really there's a really funny episode sitting around going to someone's like grandma's funeral, but she just so like has like a weird phobia against funerals, so they get really drunk and they eat soup and they put on suits and they go and make a fool of themselves. It's really funny.
I guess you have to see it.
We went to a funeral. We ate soups. What in suits? We went to a funeral. Idiot Sitter. I can't remember which episode it is, but it's very funny.
Yeah, so I mean that wasn't very. I mean, I think it's going to affect certain people who might smoke Newports. I think that's. I mean, that's all I'm going to say.
What?
Yeah.
The dancing at weddings?
Yeah. I think that's going to affect everybody really, but disproportionately in Washington D.C. You know, Newport cigarettes were banned. They're banned. They're being banned because they're not because they're not good for you apparently.
They're really cheap cigarettes, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, apparently they're not good for you.
They have too much fiberglass in them or something?
Well, yeah, I imagine that would be a problem. But I mean, would you not just ban all cigarettes? Why are you banning? You know,
wait, what?
Let's
so
just
you're
say
banning...
let's say a certain percentage of the population tend to prefer Newports over another segment of the population. I would say massive. So, in fact, I would say it's a massive market. You could say it's stereotypical. But
I know a lot of Polynesians smoke Newports. But it's also a regional thing. It's more popular in different regions of the state.
Yeah, I suppose maybe.
Okay, but why did you just skip over the wedding thing so quickly? Dancing at weddings.
It's not a big deal. And I don't really have anything prepared massively on it. This, on the other hand, is very weird. Snow White...
It's better that you flubbed it then, I guess.
Yeah. Look, I just threw it in there for see what we get out of it. And then you just started saying, we're going to a funeral. And it was like, at which point it was like, just... oof.
What? You can make your long drawn out dumb pantomime. Yeah.
Funeral.
You're just so loud.
I actually have your
you're so loud with your noises and your funny.
I had your headphones up very high. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks.
Snow White and the Prince Charming kiss is planning to be removed from the Simpsons, right? The Flintstones, right? No, from the Snow White ride. The Snow Ride.
Okay, can you start over again?
I'm going to try that
you
again.
You said the Simpsons, Flintstones.
No.
That sentence and it made no sense.
Let this woman explain it better for me. What the hell did I do there?
No, just go on.
Hang on, I just hit
Can you please repeat that one more time?
Hold on. No, I can't because I don't know what I said. That's the problem.
Oh my god.
I said Snow Ride and White.
You slur
I
your
don't
speech
know.
worse when you're sober than when you've had a few drinks.
I know, it's
What
weird,
is
right?
going on?
Let's just hear this. This will
Too
sum
much
it up.
nicotine in your brain?
This will sum it up best, I suppose.
Jacobson with campus reform. The Snow White ride recently just reopened in Disneyland, California, and it's already facing some backlash. A publication called the San Francisco Gate recently published an article criticizing the end of the ride for portraying the prince kissing Snow White, and they claim that the prince never had consent to do so.
Well, let's be honest. It's
Come
always been a
on.
bit rapey.
Okay.
To kiss a sleeping princess.
So the correct version then is that Snow White dies.
It's a bit rapey.
She dies. It's the kiss of life from a true love. It's not like
I'm just being.
I know. But what are these people thinking?
I'm being silly about it.
I know. I'm not.
It's
I
just
don't care about how silly you're being.
It's a fairy tale. There's no rape in fairy
but
tales.
it's not like they didn't have an interaction before that. They knew who each other were.
Yeah.
They were in love, technically speaking, because everybody in a cartoon falls in love in 3 seconds flat.
Okay, you're right though about it being a life-giving kiss. That's basically like saying you can't do CPR on that woman. She didn't give you consent.
She's dying.
Yeah.
She will die. No, get her consent. Spasm twice if you want to live. Spasm twice if you want to live. Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, you're right. So it's no different than giving her CPR at that point.
Do you know what would have happened in this? At the end of this, the correct version, she would have died, and he would have been called a sexist pig for not saving her. You couldn't have gotten a medical degree in that kind of time? Why do people apply real-world things to a ride? You're mental cases. All of you. Mental.
I mean, it's funny to make a joke about it.
You're mental
but to
cigarettes.
actually be serious about it.
Oh. We have to remove this
Man,
from the
why
ride
are you
because
spouting
sensibilities.
such weird shit? Menthol cigarettes. You're just making word.
Whatever.
You're just doing free analysis or something right now with words. That would be a great podcast where you don't string any like sentences together. You just go, whatever this first word thinks of. So like Diamondbacks, cat, dog, beer.
I'd like a cat with a diamond back. That'd be cool.
Nike,
So
camera, flag. Now I'm just seeing things I'm like seeing in the room.
Tommy Chong, Chongy Ching, whatever.
Chagalag.
Chagalag.
Butt plug.
Butt plug.
See, now we're just spouting random words for a minute.
So I think that's going to end pressing the presses because I don't. This has been such a kind of a chipper show in a lot of ways. I don't really want to get into the last thing. So we are going to move on to a couple of things here very quickly.
Sorry for calling you daddy on air.
Don't call me daddy ever, on air or off. It's terrifying that you like to do that, but
I don't call my own father daddy, so
I
it's
know.
fine. It's not the same thing.
So we are going to move on to a couple of things. I introduced Tadhg to Girls Getting Hurt channel. Brittany, don't look at it just now.
There's like something.
Wait for it.
Is there something kind of like weirdly like perverted about this?
I don't think so.
Or do you think people just think it's funny to see girls getting hurt?
Well, I mean, people getting hurt is usually men, and it's usually in the balls. So I think we can deal with some girls
gotcha.
getting
That's
hurt.
kind of like that old classic Simpsons episode. They point out the fact that every family home video is what were those funny home videos? Remember?
Yeah.
Old man gets hit in the groin.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens to this old lady.
Fuck it.
I don't know what they're doing here. It looks like they're playing
You weren't helping me out with that. You would know exactly how to explain the episode I was just talking about.
I'm trying to move on here. This looks like it's somebody trying to hit a piñata with. It looks like a pool. Is that a pool cue? Okay, let's see what's going on here. Get some sound. Oh! That is oof. That hurt. That's gotta hurt. Lady Gaga there, smacking her friends in the head. What are you laughing at?
It's just funny.
I know it's funny.
Because she's laughing as it's happening. Like they're so drunk right now. It's okay. Their bodies are all limp enough to handle
I
it.
imagine so. Yeah,
That's
gotta be.
gonna hurt in the morning though.
Don't look at this one quickly, Britt, just while I get this set up again. But this one, have you ever wanted to go for a ride in the ocean? And I don't mean sex. I mean like a ride in the ocean.
We don't use the term ride that way here. The United States of America.
United States of America. United States of America. See, we're doing it again. More
have
words.
I ever want to take a ride in the ocean? Yes, I have.
Oh, right. How about this ride?
Yes, and I have taken a ride in the ocean.
It's like,
That's not a shark, is it?
You think it is?
She fell on it too.
Yeah, she fell on the shark.
Fell on its head.
I kind of gotta ask: is the shark okay? I mean, obviously it is. I could care less. The funny thing is, I could actually care less about her, because I think she's gonna be fine. Maybe apart from maybe a little bit of an
That could have stunned the shark, though.
I don't think it would have stunned him. I don't think she got his head.
It actually did.
I don't know.
Like jumped right on his head.
Girls Getting Hurt is amazing, but I did find this as well, Just Fails, and you may want to look away again just for a second.
Why?
Because it's on the TV and I have no way to hide it from you.
Why can't I look at it?
Well, okay, you can look at it, but
I don't want to look at your ugly face over there.
Oh, baby girl, how dare... Whoa, that was...
Don't call me baby girl on air.
Oh, baby girl, do you want me to change your diaper? Ew. I've... That joke actually went too far. I feel disgusted. Oh, I'm sorry I said that. I feel a little disgusted. Ew. Ugh.
Yes.
I'm turned off by even the thought of you dressing up as a nurse, but that's probably because my mom's a nurse. Think about it. I don't want that. I don't want that trauma in my life. This one is great as well. I do enjoy this one. Let's get a full screen for this one, because I get the feeling this is every parent at some point in the relationship. Let me get sick.
That's so funny. Where did he come from? Were they in
I
their
don't
bedroom?
know.
He should have been in bed, probably.
He just appears out of
That was pretty
absolutely nowhere.
smooth.
I have to admit, it was
and
pretty
the fact that
damn
he's like,
smooth.
yes, we were leaping like frogs. That's cute. That's funny.
Well, to an extent, I mean, he kid kind of went leaping afterwards. I think he bought it. Stupid kid. I thought that was great, though. I know. Hey, wait a minute. What's the big idea here? And final parts of the show, I want to highly recommend...
You know that not every relationship has to end with a child.
This is true. Most relationships end up in divorce or death. Take your pick. Final thing I want to... Tadhg actually did show us this. I want to watch more of this. This is... This is an English TV show that was called Strutter. It was on MTV. The only way I can describe this is Councillor David Andrew Dice Clay Kleinfeld. This guy would make Dice himself say it was a little much. It's a little much, you know. Oh, this is a Strutter. I don't.
What year did this come out? What year was this?
This is the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Clearly, but I'm really just going to let people judge for themselves. I thought this was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I mean. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Hang on, I'm trying to do this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's right.
No.
There it is. Look at this guy.
These days, it's open fucking season on the smoker, and that's not right. Take away my cigarettes, and I lose at least 80% of my personality. But like it or not, sparking up in a public place is gonna be a thing of the fucking past. A quick nerve-calming smoke before an important meeting.
Do you mind?
Go fuck yourself, lady. Banned. The beautiful after-dinner cigarette with a quadruple espresso.
Excuse me, but your smoke is going all over us.
Tough shit, fuckface. Banned. And the sensual post-coital smoke with a hooker in a cheap motel room.
Hey,
I
buddy,
do.
I don't really want that smoke in my lungs.
After what you just had up your ass, are you fucking kidding me?
She was a fool.
But don't worry about the ban, because Tadhg's lawyers have discovered a glaring loophole in the law. Introducing the new Strutter smoke tank. The unique circulating pump inside the tank's filter means the smoke will continually travel through your body into the tank and then back through the skin pores in your face. It's not particularly healthy, but we're smokers, so fuck it. And as it's nearly 100% airtight, no motherfucker has got...
Oh, it's mental. He's mental. I love it. He's just Dice for England. It's like, he was like, how many people saw...
He does look like Sean Penn from...
Yeah.
Go on. What's the movie called?
Carlito's Way. He's like, how many people saw Carlito's Way? Probably not many. How many people know who Andrew Dice Clay is? I know what I'll do. I'll combine David Kleinfeld from... Councillor David Kleinfeld from Carlito's Way and Andrew Dice Clay. And I'll talk like this, but I'll do it more obnoxiously. And just, you have to watch this. This is...
We did. We just did,
I'm
Josh.
telling people to watch this. This is hilarious. I don't ever remember watching this probably a goddamn
No,
good
yeah,
reason.
it's a UK thing. It was not. It was on MTV, but not in the States. So I've never seen it either.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it. It was obviously on very late. I mean, there was no way that if my mother caught me catching that, that would have been it. TV would have been done. They would have built me a library. That literally would have been it for me. So,
Never
yeah.
heard that expression. Built me a library.
Built me a library. They would have built me a library. They would have made me read books. I don't know. Jesus Christ. I'm kind of tired. It's different doing this sober, I gotta admit. But actually, kind of enjoying it a little more. Not gonna lie. This is vodka, by the way. She doesn't know that, but I know. You and I know. You and I know. Why am I pointing at the screen? I'm pointing at the screen to be like, you and I know. Like the...
You should be pointing at the camera.
I know I should be pointing at... Limmy. Anyway, that's going to do the show. We will get back to this as soon as we can. And Brittany, thank you very, very much for being here again with me tonight. My little co-podcaster. Yes. Yeah, we'll have another episode soon. Thank you very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you have a good rest of your week and weekend. And we will see you very soon. Good.
Dear God, help me.
Goodbye.
How do you use your speech words with no drink?
I don't know.
What
Bye.
the fuck?